Hi friends, please subscribe my channel for technical training and placement related videos. And if you want more updates on my videos, please click on bell icon. Thank you for subscribing. Hi friends, welcome to Elevate Training Solutions. Today we are going to see how static keyword will work. You know C, Java, Python, CPP. We have four regular languages are there. So four regular languages, static keywords plays a vital role. So what is the difference and what are the various questions involved in the static? If you attended the competitive exams, you may observe that static keyword plays very vital role, right? So most of the interviewers or the paper setters are concentrated in the static keyword. So today we are going to see all the variations and the questions asked in the static keyword. Let us see what are the functionalities are involved in the static keyword. See, the static keyword, the main purpose of the static keyword is mainly used for the memory management. This is the main concept behind the static keyword. Static is one of the storage class of C, right? So when you comes to the static keyword functionalities, it involves with the variables, it involves the methods, and it involves the blocks, and it involves the classes. So the static keyword works with the all kinds of functionalities. It works with the variables, it works with the blocks, it works with the methods, it works with the class based on the language. So different languages have a different functionalities, right? So like that. So static keywords based on the language, it will work. We'll see the language. First we'll see C language, after that C++, after that Java, and finally we'll see Python, right? So first if you comes to the static functionalities in C language. Generally we don't have classes in C, right? So we have only variables and functions. How the static will work in the variables? See, the static is a keyword. The main purpose of the static is the memory management. Static keyword is used to initialize a once in their lifetime. So creation of the variables is only once in their lifetime. So that's a very important in the C language. Okay. So for example, if you write int a, so this is the local variable, right? So this is the local variable. After the scope of this variable, the memory is got erased. But when you create a static until the program completion, the memory is so still alive. It's alive until program ends. So we'll see all the examples and I'll show you the programs also. So meanwhile we'll see remains a memory while the program is running until your program ends. The memory is alive. Next, allocating the memory data segments not in stack. That is the reason. If you create a variable using normal variables, those variables are used as stack memory. When it comes to static variables, it uses a data segment memory. Okay na? So by default, static variables stores the value is 0. Please note this. By default value static stores 0. This is also very important. Paper setters are asking the questions. What is the default value of static? It's a 0, right? So by default, even if you not initialize any value, by default it takes the value as 0, right? So coming to the next, it initializes using a constant literals. For example, you can write a one function static int a equal to 0 is acceptable, but instead of 0 you can assign a function of, means the function returns some value, that value is going to assign here. This is not allowed. So it allows only the constant literals. Okay na? So some other functions are returning something, those values it cannot store, it doesn't store, right? It stores only directly constant literals. Come to here, should not be declared inside a structure. Please note this, static variables are not allowed to store inside the structure. Inside structure is not allowed because all structure variables are using contiguous memory. But you know that the static variables use a data segment. That is why it is not allowed. And as well as static variables, the values are initialized 0. But coming to the structure, the structure variable is different than the one variable to another variable. That is why, so it is not allowed. Please note this. static variables are not allowed to declare inside a structure. Okay, now we'll see the example of this one first. Yes, this is the program. This is the program. If you observe the program, see, I wrote a one function elevate. Okay, now I'm going to call this same function. Please, it is required to answer from your side. So I call 3 times. I'm calling elevate function 3 times. Okay. So when I'm going to call the 3 times, see, when first time calls, it create a I variable, right? Create a I variable. So I variable, and it shows a value 0, and the value is goes to 1. The value is goes to 1, and it's going to print. So what is the output? We'll get it here 1. Next time we'll get the value 1. 1 means here you will create a 3 local variables. 3 local variables. So by default every time the value is 0 because you called 3 times, right? So every time it creates 0 and it incremented by 1, and every time the value will print, right? So let us see what is the output of this program. See, 3 ones, right? 3 ones, right? For example, a small change, if I am going to use a static. Now check it, what is the output here? If you run this program, you got the 1, 2, 3. The reason behind that, what I said, the static variable is creation only once in their lifetime. Creation once in their lifetime. Means, so what it means, sir, means, so see, if you take this first time when you call the elevate running solutions, it create I variable. Okay, na? But you know, this memory is created in the data segment, right? So it is not in the stack. And the next time, its value is 0, assigns to 0. Then it goes to 1, right? Then it print 1 as it is. When you call next time, it comes to here, this statement will never execute. It comes to here directly. Okay, so already the variable is created. It's a static variable, right? So it checks the memory. Is there any variable already created or not? If it is created, then it leaves to creation. It comes to here I++. Already I value is 1, right? So value goes to 2. That is why 2 and 3. Is this clear? Is this clear? For example, if I forgot to assign the value, okay, see, still what is the result I am getting here? 1, 2, 3 only. 1, 2, 3 only. Because by default the values are 1, 2, 3. I mean by default static variables are 0. By default static variables are 0. That is why you are getting the answer. But sometimes this time you are getting the 1, 2, 3 even if you remove the static. But by default value of the local variables is a garbage value. This is the compiler dependent. So some compilers may give the 0 and some compilers may give the take the random memory. If the memory is free, then it will take the value is 0. Otherwise it goes to take the value is garbage values. That is why, so for the local variables you need to initialize. For static variables no need to initialize. If you not initialize anything, that will take by default as a 0. Right? Is this clear? So next, static function. What is a static function? What is the purpose of the static function? The main reason behind the static function is, when you consider the static function, for example, I'll show you one more thing. I have 2 programs, see, file 1 and file 2. File 1 and file 2. I implemented a file 1. So this is the function, right? Oh yes, there is no main here, right? This is elevate 8 is a function is there, right? It's a normal function. Normally when you write a function globally, this is a global scope is there. For the functions, global scope is there. The same function, if you call from the other file, so file 1, file 2 contains a your function and file 1 contains a your main program. You are calling that file, this elevate function from file 2 to file 1, right? Other file, you are accessing from the other file. So that is acceptable in the normal functions, but static functions it doesn't allow. Means, so simply the static functions, the purpose of the static functions are restricting to same file. It It is not allowing to access from the other files. Is it clear? For example, file 1 is one program is there, file 2 one program is there, one function is there. This function is static here. This function is static is there. You don't have a provision to use this function here. You know, hash include filename.c. If you use that one, you can access the other files, other program, other functions in the other files. But when you use a static function, that functions are not acceptable to access the other files. Please remember. So main purpose of the static functions is to restrict the access of the function from the other files. Okay, now other file accessing is restricted by using the static functions. That is the main purpose of the static functions, right? Next, if you observe now C is over, right? Now we are going to consider the C++. How C++ is? See, what are the rules applied in the C? The same rules applied here also. Extra I'm going to talk about the extra things. All the things whatever we discussed in the C, the same rules applied here also. Extra features are the CPP, static variables in class, because we don't have a classes in C, that is why I didn't discuss it there. Now we are going to discuss the static variables in class. Okay, when it comes to the class static variables, if you create one static variable in a class, then that variable is common for all the objects. Please remember, if you create one object, one variable in a class, that is common for all the classes, all the objects. For example, see here I am going to create one object. See, static int I, right? Static int I. Here what I am going to do, I am going to create an object for a dot I equal to 5, right? So next I am going to create one more object, a dot I equal to 6. Now see, what is the output of this program? See out a dot I and b dot I. See, what is the output of this program? Oh, I forgot to use this semicolon, right? Oh. See, here why you are getting the error? The reason behind that is, see, you're getting the exit, right? Undefined reference, right? So first you need to initialize the value. So if you are not initialize the value, what happened? You will get the error. So to overcome that, simply you just use that, just assign some value to that I. So initial value. From there it will execute fine. See, but you are getting the answer 6. But you stored for A object you stored 5 and B object you stored for 6. See, the single variable is a one variable for all objects. Even you can create 100 objects, right? So for 100 objects also have a same variable, same value. If you update the last object, if you update the value in the last object, that is reflected to the remaining all objects, right? For example, you have 100 objects over there, right? If you update the value with 100th object, then all the remaining objects also will get the same value what you updated the last. That is the reason behind the objects and static variable. Okay, is this clear? Next, static object. What is the meaning of static object? How it will work? See, just now we discussed static object. Static means it is a throughout the program, right? When you consider the normal, see, this is the code. Yes, you know the destructor concepts you know very well, right? So destructors, main purpose of the destructors. For example, here I don't have a static. You know, local variable or object scope is up to within the block, right? Up to within the block. For example, see here, this is a constructor, you know, when object creates. This is a destructor when object destroy. It will execute, right? See, if you see the program, if you run this program, what is the output? Will get it. Observe it. First constructor, destructor, deleted, object deleted, finally end main. So program is ended, right? For example, if I write static here, see the difference is when you use a static C and end main. So finally the last statement of the static is going to end. Is this clear? When you use a static even within the block, that object is scope of the variable or scope of the object is throughout the program. That is a static object. Static object is a object is available in the throughout the program, is not within the block. In normal objects, what happen after the block, after the scope, it is going to delete. But coming to the static objects is going to execute throughout the program until program ends. The program is the object is live, right? Is this clear? Next, static functions. Just now we have seen, right? Static functions, the same thing. Whatever you seen in the static functions in the C, the same will repeat here also. That is the purpose of the static functions. But member functions, when you use a static member functions, means class you have methods, right? So if you write a static methods, the static methods is the same like variables. The entire class is only one function. But if you want to call that function, you should use a scope operator. To call that function. That is the difference. This function is only one function for all the objects. If you create 100 objects, for the 100 objects only one function. That is the use of the static functions. Next, static block. Static blocks available in the only Java. Please remember all the features which are available in the CPP. Extra. All the available features in the CPP plus extra, these two features are available in the Java. Please remember, you have a static variables, you have a static functions. Again, I am not going to repeat the same things. Okay, please remember. Here static blocks. The main purpose of the static blocks is when you want to execute the program before main, then you go for the static blocks. The purpose of it execute the first block. If you consider one program, see, I'll show you the one program. Yes. See, this is the program. It's a static block, right? Static block I wrote high. Right? Okay. After that, this is a main function. In main function, I wrote hello world. See, if you run this program, see, first it printed high. Means static block executes first. It's a very important. So static block executes the first function or block of your program. After that it goes to main. You know, generally the program starts with the main, right? But static, if your program contains static, then it executes the static block first. That is the purpose of the static block. And also you can execute your program without main. If you want to execute a Java program without main, so you can use a static block. By using static block, you can execute the program without main also, right? Nested class, you know, nested, a class within the class. A class within the class is called as a nested class. A class within the class is called as a nested class, right? So if you have a static class and if you have a normal class, okay na? So for example, here class A is there, right? One minute. Here you have a class A is there, right? Inside you have a class B and you have one more class C. Okay na? Class B is a static. Okay, so what is the difference between class B and class C mean? See, class B is a class B, so you can instantiate without instantiating outer class. So no need to create an object for the outer class. You can directly create an object for the inside nested classes. But when it comes to the inner class, I mean normal C, if you want to create an object for the C, you should create an outer class object first. After that it goes to here. As well as if you consider the C can access the static and non-static variables of the outer class. Static C. Inner class can access the both static and non-static members of a outer class. But coming to the static class, I mean B class can access only static members of the outer class. Only static values and static functions, only static values or static functions only accessed by the B. But coming to the C can access all the static and non-static variables. There is a difference between the static nested classes in static, right? Coming to the static variables is also called as a class variables in Python. Remember, static variables is also called as a class variables in Python. It is very funny. I will show you that. See, here cat geometric, this is the class variable, are also called as a static variables. You don't have any keyword like static here, but you have a static variables. This is called as a class variables. Okay, it's called as a class variables. Remember, I'm going to show you one important thing here. This is a class variable. Please note this. This is the class or static variable. Okay, na? The type is a local variable. Self.type is a instantiate or object variable. Okay, when you use a self, that is a instantiate or object. Okay, so a cat is a static variable. Please remember this one. So if you execute the program, so geometrical. See, it is same for all the objects. You know very well. When you take a static, that is the same for all objects. If you create a static variable, that is the same for all the objects. But only the difference is you don't have a static keyword in Python, but static concepts is available. That is by using class variables. Okay, if you consider the cat equal to geometrical, means it is by default there is a static variable, right? You have one more doubt, sir. We don't have a static keyword, but how we can implement the static methods? For that, we have one method, that is a static method function is there. By using static method, we are going to implement the static method concept in the Python. See, I'll show you. This is the test, right? See, here you created one method info. Now you need to make it as a static. Static means you can call the object function without using object, right? Object without creation of object, you are going to call the function. That is called purpose of the static, generally used, right? When you consider here, see, static method of shape.info, then this method is converted into static method. So when you call that shape.info, or when you pass a message, here you didn't create any object. Please remember, for not created object. So static methods, if you want to call the static methods, the object is not required. There is a concept, right? If you want to develop the same concept in a Python, you should use a static method. See, for example, if you execute the program, welcome to shape class, and this class is used for the representing the different shape. Welcome to shape class. So the message was from here. Is this clear? Okay. So mainly interviewers are not only interviews and written, I mean the MCQs are written, and your gate also, most of the people are concentrating on static concept. That is why I made this video. So the next class we'll see the various kinds of the involved in the logics and tricks. We'll see in the next class. Okay. Thank you.
Hi friends, please subscribe my channel for technical training and placement related videos. And if you want more updates on my videos, please click on bell icon. Thank you for subscribing.